Welcome back to the Ace of Shade. Uncut conversations about life, love, and all that shit in between. This is your host, Shantis.
I'm Keisha.
And I am Ashley. Welcome back, y'all. How y'all been?
Hi, wonderful people. We're boom boom. Guess who just walked in the room?
Oh, wow.
That right.
I know.
Isn't that a saying, though, already?
I have no idea.
Boom, boom. Guess who just
Stepped in the room.
Stepped in the room or something like that, yeah.
Mm,
I think it's on an old song. I don't know.
kind of old song.
Whatever.
Old song. How
Old
y'all
school.
been? Well, y'all. I mean, the people too. But y'all.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Let's start with how we been. Shit, did you go first?
Damn.
Damn.
I mean, we just.
It just always be random. I think she do that.
So I want to talk about something. Can we have cool nicknames or
Like-
like
You mean like on the podcast? Or
Yeah.
like- okay.
I thought we had the free one, the married one, the therapist.
no, I mean like we call each other those names.
What you want to be?
I don't get where you're going with this.
Jazzy
You know what? I
Like,
think it's
my
the
name is
glasses.
like-
I think it's the glasses.
It is.
It is. It's the whole '90s get
I'm
up.
like,
Mm.
It's the whole '90s. Get up.
who you want to be?
Like C Rock or something, like C Rab. Something like that.
They could say Steve
You know?
C Rock.
See, right? What? Okay. Okay.
It's
Keisha,
the outfit.
fake.
It's the
I
outfit.
Keisha's
know,
fake. I
she's-
can see your face.
So
now.
is it just for this episode or is this going forward?
Yeah, tell us.
How about, you know what? How about we give each other names each episode? Cause yeah,
I'm not gonna remember that. I'm not good with names.
that's why we changing it
Did you
each
just
episode.
suggest giving?
That's what I'm
names?
saying. But if we're changing it every episode, I'm not gonna
She
remember
wants a
that
continuation
episode.
name. She want to continue the name.
We need like
It's
one
gonna be
name.
based
and
off
Do
then-
you
my
want to be
energy,
C
you know?
Rap or C Rock?
Cause who I am today is not who I will
C
be.
Rab, because that's been my rap name for a while.
Rap. We told Shantis that they're certain. Okay. We just-
Okay, so what's Ashley's name?
You
only thought about your name. It sounds like.
Yeah, I'm be honest here.
So we doing rap names?
No, you can do whatever you feel.
I don't
You
feel like any of this. So you're the only one right and it's really the outfit is really
That's
making
her
you
fault. That's
just-
what happened when you tell her to start.
You're right. Ali said that.
That's what you get.
It's really the outfit. It's giving you lots of it's just screaming
90s, like
yeah,
90s
like
So y'all
vibrant.
saying y'all
Very
don't want to
like
call me
very
C-Rap?
Mary J. Very.
Okay, I'll take it.
Real
So y'all don't want to call me
love.
C-Rap?
I'm searching for a real love. Hey, hey, someone to set my heart free. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
With
That's for you,
Totally.
That
Mary.
was fun, guys. So I guess I can be Shantis. Whatever.
no, you could be. So let's just if we could just change it.
Maybe
to our vibe.
maybe all of our names won't come this episode, but this episode we at least have yours, C Rap.
Okay.
But what if you come one day and you ain't see right up? That's why I said change it each episode. Maybe
But
wanna be
y'all might
something else.
forget.
We not gonna forget.
I will forget.
Who the
What
fuck
are
is
you
gonna forget
forgetting?
C-Rap?
What are you
I
forgetting?
will forget your names.
That's why we're gonna change it. You're gonna know it each episode.
I'm saying I'll forget. Is she not get? I will forget that the name of that episode. Like when people introduce themselves, I always forget their name for a while until like maybe.
But why do you have to remember? Because you never have to say it again.
When we say C-Rab, it's your turn. What about you, C-Rab? How are you doing, C-Rab? Shit like that. But I guess not. I guess we don't address each other by names anymore.
I was just gonna keep calling you Shanty. I thought it was just establishing
She
name.
said, "Fuck your name,
no.
fuck your rap name."
Then that would be my name
I got
going
you.
forward.
Oh, so you said that particular
Podcast-wise.
episode, you're not gonna remember it. I got you.
She got it. She here now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just like you didn't know what the top light was. Anyways, so what about
I
Keontae?
don't see what that has to do with this.
Keontae?
I don't see what that. Excuse me.
Shay.
Excuse me.
Guys,
What
you're-
about Keontae?
Okay.
Oh yeah, Beyonce for sure. Because this heifer swears. Y'all already know the deal. She swears she Beyonce, so we already call her that anyway.
Keontae.
I'll take it. If I
Yeah.
had to be compared to anyone, might as well be the great.
That's who you think you are, though.
I am
Don't
great.
act like we just made it up. That's who you think you are.
Well, for
Think
those of
you're
you all who are
literally
out
the Beyonce
there
of the group.
watching Swarm, we're gonna do like a segment, not like a whole segment, but like I'm just gonna tell y'all drop your comments below because I want to know what y'all think about it. Like,
You already watched it?
I watched some episodes and I want to stop because it's weird as fuck, but I can't because it's addictive too. It's like I want to know how this is gonna end, and then I want to know if it was based on like true events. So then I went down this whole Googling tunnel, and things just really got really, really weird. But it's
So scripted TV.
no, it's I don't know.
Or-
Yeah, with scripted TV.
They have us.
Yeah.
not
Oh, okay. I was
reality.
like,
The reality or scripted.
oh no, it's not reality. It's scripted
Okay.
TV.
Oh.
It's based off of Beyonce, but they're not putting Beyonce's name so they won't get sued. So it's called The Swarm, like the Hive, like aka the Beehive, and the other girl is like Kanaja or something. That's the person that's like the fanatic, like she's the famous person, and she has a hive. But apparently, it's a blurred line between if these events were real, like that's happening. Like this girl is like really a fanatic and on a mission to meet this girl, meet like Beyonce, or whatever her name is.
Is she crazy like the Slim Shady dude?
She is extremely crazy. Like,
wait, Stan was real?
Yeah, Stan was real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's really crazy. Like that was a real person who wrote him like a suicide letter and he killed his son.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But
He killed himself because he couldn't meet Eminem.
Or he met Eminem and I think Eminem was rude to him or something.
Yeah, and that was his like
Like
everything to him. God to him. So.
Yeah, it was like you wait your whole life to meet this one person, and then you get it, and the moment doesn't go like you want it to go.
And so, how did Eminem feel about it? I'm sorry, I was a kid, and
I don't really know how Eminem.
I don't
really
know.
felt
I
about
have
it.
to deep dive into that.
Yeah, because at that point, Eminem was real trouble. And I don't even want to say trouble because I was growing up and I was like, damn, Eminem was so fucking angry. And then as I got an adult, I was like, I realized why Eminem was fucking angry. Like he just really was a person who had a talent, who became famous, who did not like people. Like he never you could tell he does not like people. And that's your whole job is to be around people. Mm-hmm. And I think he just made his money. And then his family was fucked up. His wife, his girl, well, I don't even know if they was fucking married. His baby mama, he argued with her all the time. He wanted custody of his daughter. His mama was on drugs. This is a lot of weird shit happening. Like probably typical shit in other people's lives.
But back to the Swarm.
My bad. Yeah, she's crazy.
It's okay.
She's crazy. And from a social work standpoint, I'm trying to figure out like her diagnosis because there's so many. But
wow.
Like you're just trying to diagnose her.
I was because she's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is crazy the word? I try to be real loosely when I call people crazy.
Well, Keisha, we get it.
Okay. Is crazy a bad thing?
Don't you don't have
because
to be professional here.
it's a what you call it term. It's like a lot of people label people crazy because they may have like a mental health diagnosis, but that doesn't make you crazy. But she was crazy. Like when I say crazy in my book, like you're psychotic, as in like a psychopath and a killer.
Was the girl a killer? She killing for the Swarm.
I might want to watch it then.
I like wait, that's what makes
I like stuff with a little killing in it.
With a little killing in it.
Little killing.
Oh, it's a lot of
killing. Stab, little murder.
Oh,
a little stab.
Yeah.
So you just thought it was like music fanatic.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
no,
crazy fans.
Wait, it's some killing.
A little stab. I can't get past that little stab.
So this is why I said I had a hard time distinguishing if it was real or not, because like in one of the episodes at the end they put the girl real picture up and was like, if you have any information about this person, but it was like not like an unsolved mystery type thing. You know how you do like a fake interview within a show? It was like giving me that type of vibe. So I was like, is this woman the real woman or is she like the play TV woman?
Right.
And then at the end, they like, for more information on this person, we're looking for her. And I'm like, bro, how y'all create a whole movie on somebody who won it? And it's a lot of weird things happening. Maybe once I get to the end, it all makes sense, but it's not making a lot of sense right now.
And it's on Prime.
It is on Prime Video. And like I said, I want to stop because I'm like, this shit is real psychotic. But then I kind of want to keep going because I want to know how.
I like psychotic stuff.
Yeah, like I kind of want to know how I get there.
Okay. I thought it was just like some little,
like just fanatic,
like
we're screaming just to be,
stupid stuff. Yeah,
no, it's definitely not that. So far from that, still far from that. But, Jesus Christ. Sorry, y'all, but that went on the whole tangent. But I don't even know how we got there. But
me either.
Because of Beyonce.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we got two names. We got two names out of three. Ashes will come to us sometime in the episode.
What's Darius Jackson's wife name?
Single, ready to mingle. Y'all, okay.
Well, she's not single,
Single,
so
single. Okay, this is so like I don't even know what to say, and this is probably not my lane, but Derrick Jackson and his wife needed to be divorced, but it was how they got divorced or how he did it. And
he divorced her?
He announced it on Facebook with him holding her in his arms, like a happy picture.
Are you for real?
Yes. It was
a picture, like a picture frame.
No, it was like he posted a picture of him like holding her at one point in time of their marriage when they were happy. And was stating that basically we're getting a divorce. But he made the announcement after all of the blog sites basically posted him in another, like on a vacation with another woman while he was still married. And I'm like, bro, it's one thing that I gotta think you're doing something else, and then you're on Shade Room tells me you're on a vacation with another bitch, and then you're gonna post a day later that we're getting divorced because you divorcing me because you got caught. Like that is some wait and take till light your car on fire before you come back type shit. And I'm like, the only reason why I say that is because I'm not gonna say we didn't really like her. We kind of made fun of her, but I think a lot of women can sympathize with her because we probably have all been the stupid person for somebody, maybe not to the extreme. I don't even think she was stupid. Clear. I don't even think she was stupid. I think she was in love and she condemned a lot of people because of the love she had for him. But girl, when you get done crying,
well, it's still stupid. And it's okay. We all were stupid.
Oh yeah. We've all,
but it's still stupid.
Everybody plays.
It's clownish behavior. Yeah,
clownish.
But the thing,
let's just talk about how she outfit is really. I can't like.
What's
a little stab, like your outfit a little clownish behavior.
She has channeled her.
Right, she is like
this is C-Rap.
C-Rap.
Yeah. C-Rap.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I guess. Yeah, Derrick is trash though. There's that.
But you know what? I kind of feel that way about a lot of relationship gurus. Like I dated one, and he wasn't a guru. He was a guru back before like social media became real famous.
I'm like,
like he wrote books on relationships, and they make by far the worst people to be in a relationship with.
He was writing books on relationships.
Oh, he wrote several books on relationships.
Well, since we're well, since we're talking about it,
relationships or the books,
relationships and people are gurus and such. So my ex-girlfriend.
That's so not worth it. Ex-girlfriend. She writes relationship books?
She is she has transitioned, so Ashton.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I still call him Ash though. So Ash
is okay with being called Ash?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He said you can still call me Ash. Great. It's hard sometimes. Okay. So he actually is a therapist now.
Yeah, so
family and relationship.
Are you trying to say you don't think that's a good idea?
Did I see me pulling out my glasses?
I want to like really ask questions, but I don't know if they listen. I know they follow. I don't know if they listen.
It's okay.
I'm limited.
It's okay. We converse. It's okay.
Okay, so do you think that okay? So y'all dated in your 20s though.
It was a while ago.
Okay. So do you think that even with the transition that maybe they have fully grown into a more responsible?
Oh, they weren't responsible?
No, I'm saying more responsible, loving human being and good for relationships. Like, do you think that that's a possibility?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a possibility of some growth here.
He was good. It's just that when he was good, he was good.
Okay.
It's just that he was a habitual cheater.
Was he a Sagittarius?
Yep.
Oh, well, does
it bother you calling Ash he?
It doesn't bother. No, it doesn't bother me. It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
That's what I mean. I mean that bothers me.
It's just hard because I've always known Ashley. You know, that's who I've had this ongoing thing with, and just like trying to make that distinction now. The distinction is kind of like, okay, well, yeah. So sometimes I mess up, but yeah,
okay,
yeah. But I'm completely okay with the idea. Yeah. So
personally, you knowing him, do you think there's been some growth? Like they'll make a good relationship therapist, couple therapist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that works.
Yes. And I will say, up until just recently, since we're here,
Okay.
because I was like, okay. You know, I would see the posts or whatever, and like I said, we converse on occasions, just like a check in. How you doing? Everything, whatever. But up until recently, like when I really thought about it, like, and we were talking about, I don't know if I can say that. Okay, so we were talking about his partner, and he was like, yeah, um, she knows about you and things like that, and it just hit me like his literally his career is like based around our whole like all these issues we have, and now you're just, of course it's not perfect, but now you like come full circle. Like I said, when he was good, like he knows how to be, in a relationship. It's just like
You
just
say
can't be
his
faithful.
career is based around y'all whole relationship?
Not based around our relationship, but like I guess because the mistakes he's made with me and other people, I think I was probably the main one that he kept fucking over. Um Now you've learned, you've grown and all these things, and I thought that was like so courageous, like him even quitting his job. He worked for Delta prior, and he was making good money because he had been there for years, and he got a promotion. So like for you to just I think he saved his money and up and quit, and it's just dive into what you really wanted to do. I thought that was so courageous, and I was like, so I still am like, that's amazing. That's amazing to like leave that kind of money and just like, all right, I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna take a chance on me. I'm gonna do what I love, and now you're like doing what you love. You've graduated, you've done this, and then he was doing like internships and like working like little part times, kind of like Keisha does, before she got her degree, like somewhere in the field and stuff like that. And now it's just like, but it didn't hit me until recently. I don't know if it was us talking about his partner or what. Like, dang, you just this. I know now it got to be amazing because you were great when you weren't cheating, and it wasn't just like random cheating. Like, oh, okay, I just fucked somebody. It was like, oh, I want to have another relationship on the side, kind of cheating. Okay, so it's just kind of like, hey, like she really is getting the best version of you, and it kind of sucks that I got fucked over so many times.
It sucks, but your aunt told me a long time ago, which puts a lot of things into perspective.
Mine says a lot of things.
She does, and she does. But this was a very deep conversation me and her was in. Okay. And she was like, "You gotta like not you. She just said me. She was like, you gotta let stuff go. Like, well, first of all, when I let you go, you kind of like dead to me. But she was saying, even let the dead go. Like, let them be free.
So you're dead to me. Period.
You're dead. Like once I said, once this relationship is over, my boy, you dead. Like it don't even matter. You call me. You probably can't call me because you on block. And it's not because I'm angry. It's just because you no longer get access to me like that. That's but fair. Digress. That was one of the things she said. But the other thing was she said some of us come to plants, some of us come to water, and some of us come to reap the harvest. And once you realize where you are in each person's stage of life, you won't feel so angry that you got the fuck end of the stick. So some come to plant, some come to water, and some come to reap the harvest. Because when you get your person, somebody had to plant. They had to fuck somebody over for them.
I'm trying to figure out when am I going to reap that harvest.
Hallelujah.
But okay.
Okay, so this is
hallelujah.
I got a comment, and it's kind of on the same scope of what we're talking about. But recently, and I'm gonna kind of talk in circles, but you guys can kind of follow me because I don't want people to piece shit together. But recently, I just realized, you know how you're so in love with somebody, or you think that somebody from your past that you had some type of interaction with was pretty good or whatever, and y'all are no longer together, and you just like, damn, I really love this person or felt this way about this person. But then you see them in current day and you be like, thank you, God. Like you realize everybody's grown but them. Like you just really see how much of an individual like that you really don't want to be with. Like you just thankful that you just didn't end up. You were just so thankful that relationship went to shit because this person is like immature. Like, I mean,
true, but here's
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, what I was gonna say was it's true, but that's because more than likely you have grown as an individual, because even
Yeah.
say they didn't grow, say they stayed the same, you connected with that person based off of who you were at that time.
At that time.
So what happens is most women, not all, most women, after they leave a shitty relationship, they tend to elevate. So when you look back on that person, they're no longer even attracted. That's because you're not even in that same space no more. So maybe had we had some high self-esteem and boundaries from the jump, we probably
wouldn't have been with that person.
It with that.
And it's just like, then I started to get embarrassed. Like,
you do get to be like, y'all don't even want to claim that person.
I was like, oh, what was I thinking? Like,
and that's kind of why, like, sometimes people can be like, you may be a little like shitty, not like that, but because I like. So for real, when I say you can't have access to me, like if I don't even think you worthy of my time, we're not gonna keep doing this. Like we're not going out, we're not doing this. No, just not.
And you would think that after years, that there is some maturity, some growth in maturity.
No.
Like
some people take longer than others.
I mean, goddamn, how many years we looking at?
Some people never.
The fuck?
Did not tell you the average mature age for men is 44, 3 or something like that. It might be 43 somewhere. I'm thinking 43 is real strong in my head. But yeah, either way, 43, 44, same age. Yeah, average for men. So yeah, there's that.
I'm like, baby, you still playing them same games?
Yeah.
You still have
Y'all
that
know I
same
dated 55.
Yeah,
Y'all know I dated 55. She said that doesn't mean the 50-year-olds are mature either.
Yeah.
Okay, average.
I see quite a few women in their
It's an
50s
average.
complaining, which is like, wow.
It's an average,
I
guys.
figured they would get tired by then.
It's an average.
Yeah. But no.
It's ridiculous.
I've been doing a lot of relationship couple therapy, and it's been real funny, y'all. It's real funny. What I will say is, if you all, y'all don't have to wait till shit bad to go get like couples counseling.
Oh, we're going to couples therapy.
Yeah, like you. I don't want y'all to be like, oh, like by the time it's bad,
Shit
I'm
on
not
the rocks. Like we about
to.
to.
Like we on the verge of divorce.
Yeah.
One more got one more opportunity to fuck up in this rant. Like, cause it's like hard trying to come back because your mind is set like I'm waiting for the fuck up. Shit is gonna get bad. But what I have observed in doing therapy on the couples is that those who go in getting individual therapy first, at least for a month or two, and then come and do couples therapy, the success rate is so much higher.
It is.
Because what happens is when you come in as a couple, somebody is there because somebody's blaming somebody.
Absolutely.
It's rare that
blaming each other.
Yeah, but it's rare that one person is showing up and be like, we're both the problem.
We're both the problem.
Yeah, it's always one like they the problem, and I'm here to make sure
here.
that you help them with their problem. And I'm like, no, because you part of the problem too, because you've been aiding and abetting or whatever the hell you've been doing that has created this monster, whoever the monster may be, the man or the woman, but technically it's usually both. And so I'm just wanting to put that out there. So try doing individual first, and then coming together and doing couples therapy. Now, if you just want to jump right in the door because y'all on the rocks,
it's hard to get men to do individual therapy. I will do therapy with you. You know, just like okay, I feel like this is something you want really bad, so I feel like I got to do it. Whatever. But to get them to do a lot of black men to get them to do individual therapy,
I have quite a few black men. Which is shocking. I be so happy to see them. But like a lot of them have been like emotionally unavailable in their marriages. Like a lot of women are married to emotionally unavailable men, and you're fighting with them to like open up, talk more. And I just want to put that out there. Like you can't make them, like not enough forcing a threat is gonna make them do that.
Me just think differently. Let me give you an example, and this is why I'm like, bro, we going to therapy. So this morning, getting ready. Damn, I lost my train.
Men think differently. Like this morning,
tell my story. Okay. So the little bitty girl, Dallas goes in the restroom and she brushes her teeth because Tom's like, oh my god, shit, go ahead and brush your teeth first because it's going to be horrible for you to have to brush your teeth afterwards, right? So she gets in there and brushes her teeth, and then she comes out with the mouthwash. She wants some assistance in opening the mouthwash, and Tom's like, nah, baby, you don't need that right now. Just go ahead, don't worry about it. We'll get that later. And so she gets upset because she's like, well, I want to use mouthwash because I just brushed my teeth and that naturally comes after. And I was like, Twan, like, why can't the baby get the mouthwash? Because I got a fucking shit. I've been holding it. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that makes perfect sense. So I was like, so why don't you just explain that to her? And so he was like, I told her she didn't need to worry about it now. She could do it later.
That's not explaining it.
That's not explaining it. Just like I was saying to Shantis earlier that we were supposed to meet at a certain time for the podcast, and I thought it was a different time. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm late. And he was like, I kept trying to tell you to get ready. No, that is not the same thing. And it's just like, you're telling him, why don't you do this? And he's like, well, I did, but you're saying something completely different. And he just is not connecting with him. And I'm really in a position right now where I'm trying to, I mean, you don't got to explain everything to your children. I guess people are like, you just do what I tell you to. But sometimes giving them a small explanation, it kind of prevents them from getting all crazy and upset and stuff. It's like, okay, you've been holding your boo-boo. I know how I feel when I got boo-boo. Go ahead and do it. Like, she would have understood that. And so when I said, oh, I'm sorry, baby, you can do it in a minute. Daddy really needs to use the restroom. She was perfectly fine with it. It's like, just take, so this is two parts. One, men think different. They can't connect the right thing. And then children, you know, like, take a little time. Not just children, just anybody. Like, we don't know what the hell you think. I don't know what the fuck that means. That does not translate the same way to me. So it's like, that whole communication piece. I'm like, nah, baby, we need to go to counseling. Because he was like, I'm interested into knowing how you feel. And I was telling him, like, for me, you have to set the environment for us to really talk and deep dive in our feelings. Like, I got to be, I don't know, I just got to set up for it. Like him, he just want to talk about it. Well, that's how I felt at that moment. Okay, well, if you're about to tell me a bunch of horrible things, I don't want you to just randomly tell me that shit. Because then now I'm blocking and I ain't hearing shit you saying. Versus I know we're about to do a deep dive in there. I may be hearing some things that are not good. You know, doesn't make me feel good, but I'm I'm prepared for it. So he was respectful of that. I was like, okay, but yeah, we're going to counseling because I'm not doing this with you.
Okay. That's you said, okay.
Nah,
but it's good.
This communication shit, like, nigga, that ain't the same.
Yeah. Man, yeah, they do think very, very.
I said that. No, you didn't.
Very different. And it's like, I just keep knowing this. I still keep like expecting something else sometimes.
You should.
Like,
you should. And it's not even. It's like, not in a bad way. I know we're making it sound like it's a bad way, but they were technically created to be different. We want them to be like us, but they are not, and we have to accept that. Like, but there's a difference between, like, you know, them being who they are and them being emotionally unavailable. Those are two different things.
Yeah, that's why. That's one of my requirements.
Yeah, like, I don't want y'all to accept that.
When I had an emotionally unavailable man, I said, okay, they have to be emotionally available.
Most men are emotionally unavailable.
Yes, they are.
But they don't. I don't even think
they don't even know what. Yeah, it's like they don't even know. It's just normal to them. Like, what? What are you talking about?
And it's just something about. And I hate to say this out loud, but it's just something about those men that were raised in a single parent home. Like, I know society likes to, like, really already put them down and say they mama did this and the third, but like, they just, that whole family dynamic has really caused some strain on our men, and it's just in the way that they, you know, handle certain situations in relationships.
That too, but then you can also have a man that has his father and mother, but his father has been emotionally unavailable. His father is in the toxic masculinity, and he passes that on to his child. So it can't. Honestly, I've seen it go both ways.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
I was really debating if I wanted to say this because.
Just say
people
it.
Are very sensitive about their kids, but I mean this in love. And before y'all come for me, yes, I don't have no children, but I work with a lot of children.
Okay. Well, because you ain't got but 0.6 followers, so girl, anybody come for you.
It don't matter. I'm just saying. No, because you know when you get real,
somebody blow up though.
Yeah. When you
and
get
then
real,
that goes viral.
Yeah,
and
you
then
get
everybody
real big and famous.
Oh yeah.
On your own little shit.
2023, she tweeted. So let me. Look,
we can't wait for that.
So let me say this, like Candy says, I won't get sued. Allegedly, working with multiple children, like, parents, if you are not your best version of yourself, you pass down toxic ass traits to your children. And we eventually all will do that because we're still a continued work in progress. But for those of us who haven't got to the place of like growing and maturing because we had kids, whether it was young or early before we got there, like go back or attempt to try. Like when I say that, I'm saying because a woman is a man's first teacher. Like a mother is her child's first teacher. We're just talking about men in general, but we'll say all people. And it's like the type of, and so if you arguing with his daddy, you don't like his daddy, and then you give birth to this kid, there is a level of resentment that you have towards this child, whether you accept that or no, or not. You can still love the child and resent somebody at the same time.
Absolutely.
So it's like, and you subconsciously do certain things, or you try to be mama and daddy, but you don't know how to be daddy. We were never created to be somebody daddy. That's just not us. We cannot do that. We only have to play our role and then put male figures in our kids' lives that we trust. We can't be both. And we like put positive people in place for your kids. Like it's just a level of toxic motherhood I've seen at work, in therapy, when we go back. Most people are not coming in there talking about their toxic ass fathers. They're coming in talking about their toxic ass mothers. The daddy may come up, but it's so much accountability held to a mother that they cannot get by. And when we kept talking about men being emotionally available, because I'm trying to figure it out, because I was thinking like if a man is raised by a single mother, there should be some level of sympathy, be like sympathetic emotional balance, as in, oh, my mother was a single mother. I know what that's like for women. I want to be better than what my mom was dating.
Hell no.
But they can't, because what you brought around them, they saw men not love you properly. They saw men take advantage of you, and it don't register as a kid, but it registers as an adult. Like they know when their mama were whores as an adult, and they got to deal with that. And then you wonder why niggas out here like fucking everything and everybody, because there's no respect, and they can love their mother and still hate their mother at the same time. And that shit is tragic. It is tragic. You had a hand. Like I saw a hand.
My
little finger.
Church finger.
My turn. Okay, so I'll say absolutely yes. I think like you said, their first teacher for men is their mother, and then I think it's opposite. I think it's like a special relationship between father and daughter, and then mother and son. And then being that I didn't have a father,
did you have?
It showed up later in life. No, not growing up. No. My sister's father was in our lives, but he was kind of like just a guy that came here and there. I didn't look at him as a father at all, and he didn't display those qualities. But just as okay, so the single mother thing, with my brother, because he's the only boy, I'm trying to figure him out. But as far as like being good to a woman, he's that. He's that. He's taking the good qualities of my mom, because my mom, we never seen any whoring, any of that lifestyle with her.
So if she had it, you would have no idea.
Amazing mother. She was an amazing mother, but she wasn't a father, and I didn't know that then. I was like, well, fuck my dad, whatever. I got my mom. My mom was amazing, whatever. But that didn't show up till later in my life, and I'm like, oh. She wasn't a father, though. She can't be a father. A mother can never be a father. That is amazing that she was. But I will say my brother does possess those good qualities, like knows how to treat a woman and knows he doesn't whore around. He doesn't that. I think he's dealing with his own demons and stuff. But as far as like how to treat a woman and things like that, when he finally does find one he loves, I think she's instilled that in him, at least, right? So I don't know, it just varies. But like you said, a mother cannot be a father. A daddy can't be a mother.
No.
Yeah.
But
and why would you say people would come for you? Like, I don't think
because I was just gonna I said it, but I just reworded it very nicely.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shitty ass parents. Like shitty ass parents.
Yeah,
like,
they don't want to admit.
You don't want to be a parent. If they not LeBron James, you don't want them. Like I see it every day. Like him, like I'm about to drop him off to y'all. I'm like, ma'am, this is not a daycare. This is a juvenile court. You can't just drop your fucking kid off. This is not defense. Well, what y'all want me to do with him? Bitch, you had that seed. I don't fucking know. Make some choices here. Like, what do you want from us? It's what I'm saying. Like, that's not. You can't just hope that your kid is the best kid, and then all of a sudden, when they're not displaying those type of qualities, you're like, I don't want them no more.
Yeah, what did you do to help them display those?
And then when you're giving them solutions, well, hey, how about therapy? I ain't got time. Well, you ain't got time to make sure your kid becomes their best self.
Therapy?
Yeah,
Right.
like, so what do you want? You just want to be in jail. That's what you want? Because that's what you want. Like, it's just like, and every day I be like, bro, like, y'all shitty. Like, shitty ass
It's some
parents.
shitty ass parents.
Like,
It's some shitty ass
And I thought I was
And
doing
one
a
thing
bad
I
job.
date, because y'all know serial dating and all that stuff. One thing I asked in the I guess dating process, how's your relationship with you and your mother? Like, how's that going? Like, how do you are your parents in your life? You know, and they can say the same about me and my father, but I just want to get an idea of how you feel. Yeah, and it usually tells. Like, and I can, even if they don't say it, like, say I didn't ask that question, I didn't vet properly or whatever. So say we're dating, I could tell kind of like how their relationship is with their mother based off of how they treat women or how they talk about women. Not necessarily treat me, just even how you just refer to women or whatever. I can kind of tell.
And I don't want to
Really?
say,
Yep.
yeah, you can.
Yep, and that's how I learned. I kind of learned through that dating and.
But
Because sometimes you ain't got to ask no more. You
But
just
let me
watch.
bring this
Yeah.
to my brother
Mm.
and my mother growing up. They had a decent relationship, like, you know, but I guess from the one relationship that I know of, like, he treated her like trash. Like, he cheated
I was
on
like,
her.
okay, I'm glad you went
So,
there. Because
like-
I was about to say something about both y'all brothers. Shantis, which is actually going to be the same for Ashley's. Well, no, not quite. Shantis, your brother issue. Hey, brother.
He don't listen to me.
Yeah, okay, good.
Neither
Not
does
our
my brother.
podcast anyway.
Okay, good.
Not
good.
our podcast.
Shantis, okay, so the mother is the first teacher, but she's not the only teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So your brother's issue is the absence of his father and him
Mhm.
dealing with that, and
Mhm.
then his relationship. So men have this relationship where, you know, everybody got that first relationship where you love with no boundaries because you ain't never been hurt before.
Mm-hmm.
We all have that relationship. Then when you get hurt, you like, I don't never want to go through that shit again.
Mm-hmm.
Most people can get over that.
Mhm.
A lot of men get stuck there.
Girl,
And
you
when they
ain't tell
get
me
stuck there, it's like, I want to love. That's what creates the emotional unavailability. I want to love again, but I refuse to feel that type of pain
Mhm.
ever again. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he's not dogging. Like I said, he
Yeah.
treats women like when he, you know, starts a situation, but he never can make himself fully available.
right.
Like he's never, he's not a dog ass nigga. He's
No.
just not that person.
No,
But yeah, the emotionally,
he's
availability,
emotionally unavailable. And
I
it's
get
because
that.
he
I
got
know that's
stuck
some
there.
of his demons.
Yes.
With my I know that, and I'm
Mhm.
just trying to like pinpoint, and then like a relationship you have that just was your everything, and he's still fighting with that. But yeah,
He
and
won't
I
let
learned
the
that through
relationship go.
relationships I've had too. Like I'm surprised when men like get married or somebody they love so much and they hurt and they just like out here trying again. Like when I see that, it's rare. When I
Yeah.
see that and they trying again, they like open like, yeah, she cheated on me, you know, whatever. But you know, I gotta get back. When I see they're actually available, like open and to all these things, I'm like, I'm really shocked because so many men like
Shut down there.
that shuts them all the way down and they're done,
Openly.
like
Mhm.
done. Like they're done. They don't see anything the same. And I dealt with that a lot. Like I've dealt with a lot of people. So I've learned just by life relationships and life, you know, just dealing with people in life. But yeah, it's just it's just and it's so different for women because we can get hurt over and over again.
This is totally off. So tell me about my brother. And then
Oh yeah. Your brother next. Go ahead.
And then you got to say, Ashley, what was off topic? But go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, let me see how I can work.
Go back to Keisha.
No.
So
Keisha's
actually,
been
your
trying to
brother
work things
is
nicely.
your brother's a good dude too.
Is he?
He is a good dude.
Ashley,
He's a
please.
good provider.
Okay.
Because that's what my father was.
And that's what I was about to go there. So your brother operates because your father was in the home. Your brother operates subconsciously how your father operated
Mhm.
without the alcohol. So his issue with women, your brother's issue with women is based off of how he saw your father treat your mother. Like as I said, as you get older, you start to realize, like, not your mama was a hoe, but you start to realize my mama was a hoe. My mama accepted shit she didn't have. My mama may have low self-esteem. My mama may not have no boundaries. Like you start to acknowledge that as an adult, and then you like, damn, that's why that shit happened. So because you have already seen it, even though you've acknowledged it, you don't realize that you're subconsciously doing it as well. So the treatment of women, instead of looking at that situation and be like, I want to treat my woman like how my mother should have been treated. You subconsciously treat how you saw growing up. We do it until we make a collective change. and he has not made that change yet. He can, and he'll be a phenomenal partner. He's just not there yet. So, like I said, he's a good provider. He's a good dude. I'm sure she needs some money for her, the kid. He will give it. But when it comes down to being the best partner for you, he's not there yet. He don't know how to because it wasn't displayed to him in the home. So that's what I mean by we can never be 100% the greatest people. We're always going to end up apologizing to our kids for something because we're human.
But so like nobody's perfect, and they're going to pick up, like they're always going to pick up something, right?
Yeah.
I think it's kind of up to, and nobody was raised in like a perfect environment. I think it's up to at that point, like you've raised that person, now they're a grown adult. I think it's kind of up to the individual person at that point to like realize like maybe there's shortcomings or maybe something that have, you know, like
and I know my brother is not
the
ready.
world therapy.
Let me tell y'all.
How old is your brother?
Fuck.
20.
Oh,
He was born in 94.
Okay, my brother was born in 91.
Oh, Brown was born in 93.
So she's
turning 30 this
so
year.
your brother is 29.
He'll be 29.
Yeah.
He calls me one day. He was like, "Hey, I just want to run this by you." So his son is autistic. Him and the baby mama are not together, right? So his son goes to let's call school. Son goes to school. When the mama takes the son to school, she takes him there at 8:00. When my brother takes him to school, he takes him there at 8:30. So the mama calls my brother and was like, "Why are you always taking him there at 8:30? He's supposed to be there at 8:00. So she was like, "You always doing what you want to do," going on the rant. So my brother goes up to the school and he said, "Hey, is he supposed to be here at 8:30? What time?" They were like, "We would like for him to be here at 8." And my brother's like, "Well, is it a problem if he gets here at 8:30? He was like, "No, it's no problem." So that's all my brother need to hear. It ain't a problem to get him there at 8:30. So then my brother gets on the phone and he speaks with the mother and he was like, "Hey, I talked to the school and they said it's no problem to get there at 8:30. Well, you need to do this and I gotta do this and blah, 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 blah." And my brother calls me, he's like, "Why is she so upset?" I said, "Austin, it's not about the 8 or the 8:30. Her whole reason for being upset has nothing to do with the school. It's the fact that you are able to do what you want to do when you want to do it at all times."
Because she don't feel like that. She feels like she put her life on hold.
She feels like she has to operate in certain lines of the world or whatever. She's fenced in, like she has to abide by rules. Nothing ever falls in her favor. And he was like, "Oh." I immediately knew that conversation had nothing to do about the fucking school, because when she said, "You always doing what you want to do." Oh, baby, I already knew what time it was. I said, "So don't argue with her." I said, "Just understand that she's venting that there may be some things that she wants to do that she feels like she's not able to do. And, just understand that she probably working through her own traumas and troubles and stuff." Like, he always takes things surface level. And I'm like, when it comes to her, you gotta.
Because men, we talked about
men,
this the last
that's
episode. Like, men's whole objective is to problem solve.
Yeah.
So he called and he solved the problem, but it's
really
still a problem. So he's like, "What the fuck is the problem if I solve the problem?" And so now he needed a woman's perspective.
It ain't about the school,
it
baby.
literally is a problem solve. Like, you just want to vent to them and just like,
I
told what happened in my day, and here they go. Solution.
Well, you know what you got to do.
You got to do this. And then they get mad when you don't take heed, and it's like, I didn't ask for that. I was just venting.
So the funny thing
now they mad. Well, don't tell me that. What? Whoa.
So
now
now
I can talk to my partner. Like,
I'm venting.
Yes and no.
And he over there like, "Well, it's so much I want to say to you, but you told me you just want me to listen. Yes, I don't want you to give me a roadmap to figure it out. Just shut up and listen."
Solving the problem.
And so my mom has told me a long time, you can't talk to your man the same way you talk to your homegirls. So like, we'll get together and we'll literally vent about every fucking thing, and nobody will give a solution. Nobody say, "Did you try?" Like, we just vent. We just fucking vent. Like, "Girl, I know
I'm thinking that shit. I'm doing the same thing. I know.
For that job, for that
gotta be going through so much.
Everything. And nobody has ever stopped and said, "So you can move like X, Y, and Z." We're like, we never said that. So
this person gets their problem.
But when you talk to a man, it could be your homeboy, your daddy, your brother. It's a man. They're gonna be like, "Well, did you try to do this? Did you think about doing it?" I'm like, "Bro, no, I'm just fucking being. I ain't even got to solution-based stuff yet." Yeah. And they like, "Well, what we talking about?" And I'm like, and so I said that to say is that not stop talking to your partner, still talk to your partner. Y'all got to work that out. But know that if you just trying to vent, your man may not be the venter. You may need to vent to your girlfriends, and your man is the solution based. Just saying.
I just had to let him know. Look, bro, I'm just trying to vent.
Cause he still, it was itching him inside. He just like, I got stuff to say.
He was like, but you said you. I said, you're right. So just listen, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, the one thing that bothers me about my relationship is that real recent, I had a shitty day at work this past week. And I told him, I was just like, bro, I am just, it's really emotionally draining for me. And I got in the car when he picked me up and I was quiet. I have a bad tendency I'm real irritated. So it's like, I don't really want to put that off on him. So I'm just quiet and he asks me stuff. I'm getting better with that. But like, if I get snappy, he get offended. But you know damn well it ain't about you. So why are you taking it so personal?
Because I feel like you can separate the two.
But you know I can't. You know I can't. You know I can't. Like, I don't intentionally, like, I'm quiet and I'm just like, so he says to me, well, what do you want to eat tonight for dinner? I was like, you know what? I really ain't even got no appetite. So, but it's more than just you gotta eat. What the kids gonna eat?
And that's like solution. You figure it out. I don't give a fuck what y'all eating.
And so I said, well, baby, why didn't you say something like, I know you're not hungry, but could you help me figure out what it is that me and the kids gonna eat? I said that. No, you didn't. You said, I know you ain't hungry, but what me and the kids gonna eat? That's not the same as saying, hey, could you help me come up with ideas?
At all.
That's not the same.
At all. At all.
But he had the toughest time. He's like, I know you're not having a good day, but you're starting to piss me off because of your attitude. And I'm like, but why are you so offended? You know it has not. I said, now you know this ain't got nothing to do with you. I had to say that, you know I am not upset with you. How could I be upset with you? I just saw you 2 minutes ago. I ain't talked to you all day. You ain't said nothing to me. Why would I be upset with you? And he gets so that right there is a problem. That is the biggest problem of our relationship. That right there will get us not talking to each other for weeks.
Not
and
a
it's
week.
crazy.
For weeks.
Cause y'all start off mad at somebody else.
For weeks, because I'm upset and he want to ask me questions and talk, and then he feel like I'm a little. Because you're right, he feels like I can separate it. I try to be quiet. You gonna come asking me fucking questions when you know I'm upset.
No, that's really honoring somebody's space. Because I'm the type of, like, if I'm pissed off, I don't want. That's why I sit in the car for a while before I interact with people, because I just don't want to give you that energy, and I'm not there yet. I haven't decompressed. And you're gonna get whatever I got.
At like events or work?
Anywhere
you sit in the car.
Yeah, if
I sit in the car in my own driveway just so I don't bring that type of energy into my home. Like, I just don't want to get that out. And sometimes you don't always get
I do that too, but I would usually be crying.
But that's okay.
Some shit like that. So I can get myself together.
You're more the emotional kind of person. I should have fought that bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck that person.
Yeah, I be crying.
So I'm like, I can't believe this shit. How did my life get like this? It'd be a whole victim stand in the car. And I have to get it out. Or I have to decompress it out.
I hate when I'm forced to go around people when I don't want to. I had to go to a surprise birthday party and I did not want to be around nobody. And I'm sitting there with my coat on.
That's the worst.
And they were like, my friend was like, what's going on with you? I said, I'm just not feeling people today, but I still wanted to kind of show up. I feel like I couldn't get out of this.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, okay. She understood. And I just sat there. And then, I had a few drinks and eventually I wasn't like happy, but I was okay. Yeah. Like, I was okay with people talking to me. Yeah. But I was really like, bro, I
hate that. Or like work. Yeah, like a social event or work. And then I try not to bring my problems into wherever, but I guess because I have a naturally bubbly personality. I didn't realize that until later when people were like, you're normally so bubbly. I'm like, am I? Yeah. I thought I was just normal, like normal like everybody else. Yeah, people like, you're normally so bubbly, Shances. What's going on?
People notice, and that's why I say your energy is so important. Yeah. Because I was at work and I thought I was the same, but I was going in a little extra hard. I was cutting people out left and right. And like they brought little extra hard.
Little extra.
And they was like, what's going on? Your energy is just messed up. And I'm like, what's the problem? What you mean?
Y'all the fucking problem is
crazy.
The
fact that you at least
y'all the fucking problem is crazy.
The fuck don't you know that you got that problem?
Hello?
You the issue.
Hello? And then the other day I could just ignore y'all, but today I cannot. So I was like, okay, so my energy a little off, but that let me know that y'all do pay attention to my energy to know that it was off and this is not like me. So let me just regroup here, people. Oh, child. Okay, we know people. Y'all, everybody should go get therapy. I think like every episode we say that, but
We do. It always comes back to therapy and men and relationships. Like just bring it up. Just
Bring it back.
therapy.
Yeah.
Just therapy. Being
Therapy.
just being honest with yourself. Like
Mhm.
that's hard for people to do. Because sometimes what I've noticed too is that people know what's wrong and they still choose not to do it. Like, and then they'll come to me and be like, I just don't want to be this person. I said, oh no, you do. Because we've established 3 weeks ago how to not be this person. You have yet. And I do understand there's a cycle of change and there's something called pre-contemplation. I do understand that. But I was like, you're not ready. And when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you will jump on the treatment plan that we established for you. So we ain't got to be this person. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So if anything we could take away is
Go to therapy.
go to therapy.
Men are who they are. No,
No, Keisha.
no.
no one's perfect.
No one's perfect.
Yeah.
And things that happen, I don't know how you word it, but things that happen, like when you were telling me, like, oh, April told you is everybody has a role in your life or whatever. And I already kind of figured it out. Like things that happen are what's supposed to happen anyway. So just kind of move on. Like that's what this was, and you can kind of move on from it. So take away that, like,
and don't feel ashamed. Do not.
No. And that's why. And that's what's because I believe like everything happens for a reason. We show. I don't believe in like divine timing when it comes to how we enter into people. You know, I'm like, oh, right person, wrong time. I don't even believe. I believe that you enter into. That
when people say that,
when you should have. But it was how she said it that broke it down for me. Like some people come to plant, some come to water, and some come to reap the harvest. And granted, I've always been a planner.
Yeah.
Okay, planner.
Amen.
I believe in right.
Same, Keisha. Same.
You do? Why? I mean, no, I'm not like saying why that's wrong. I'm saying like why I do.
It just I feel like it was just what's supposed to happen in that time, and maybe it was for somebody else, like making better for somebody else, or vice versa. Like y'all, I think a lesson or a blessing, kind of.
Okay, I agree that it may have supposed to happen, but I feel like if I've met people where I've been like, if circumstances were different, you would be my person.
Yeah, but. That's still.
But still, they're not your person.
They're not, but they would.
Circumstances aren't different.
They're not, but if they were, they would have.
Okay, but that still. It still boils down to.
I'm just saying, I felt that
everybody has a role in your life. Things that happen or what's supposed to happen.
You were the planner that time, or the water.
Yeah, that was your role.
Actually, it's weird because I was nothing. I wasn't a waterer. I wasn't anything.
You don't know that.
No, we
what
didn't.
Do you mean
really,
was nothing.
Like. I can't even pinpoint who the person was.
You can't not be nothing, actually.
No, I think like in passing, like I don't know, like I'm like the relationship was like brief. Like it was like I met somebody and I was like, oh, we kicked it off, but it's like, whoa, I can't get into this with you, and then that was it. That's what I mean. It was like brief. So I was like, oh, I would have tried to,
But it didn't happen for a reason.
Right. No, I agree. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, but I don't feel like I was like, what was my role for them? Like, we literally talked maybe 3 days.
It might not have been a role, right? But it happened for a reason. That's it. Yeah, that's what my philosophy is. Everything that happens.
I agree, but I'm saying, like, if I
is that the thing that you thought that if circumstances were different, it would have been better?
I think that's what
you're
talking about.
What I meant. If it was a different, like, right person, wrong time. Yeah. Like, you would have been my person, but I will never fucking know because I can't.
They weren't your person.
They weren't your person. That's it.
I guess at the end.
That's what you take away from it.
It would have been nice to see if they were my person.
Okay. Well, you can always be hopeful, but that's it.
That's it. No, not your person. Get over it. Move on.
Yeah, that's it.
Not it. Sorry, babe. Anything else y'all want to add to this lovely segment?
I'm good. I got off everything.
I like the takeaways. We need to do that at every episode because we say a lot, and we want to make sure that
this was a more informative episode.
I do that when I talk to people, like when I was in management, like as I coach people, like what are the takeaways? Anything I kind of do. What are the takeaways? Yeah. What do we get from them? Like, what are you taking away from? Yeah, I think that's important.
I just don't need to set myself up.
Oh, okay.
Because I taught a 3-hour. I know we finna end, but I taught a 3-hour training. 3 hours. It was simple, stupid training. Okay, simple,
stupid training. It's crazy, Keisha.
Simple, stupid. Like I broke everything down to its lowest form, or the form. I broke it down. I had role plays. I had explanations. I had walkthroughs. It was 3 hours. I had PowerPoint. I had games. I had everything. And people still walked away
with nothing.
they had something, but it wasn't what I needed them to have. And I was just like, bro, it ain't me, it's y'all. Period. And that's where I'm with that.
That's where I am with that.
So, but like Shanti said, do your takeaways. Oh, you should do. I'm sorry, we're in it for real.
Okay.
But you really
For
should
real?
do your takeaways even in relationships. Like after y'all have like real serious conversations.
I never thought of that.
Yeah,
I don't
like
do takeaways in the relationship.
like have like scheduled
I don't do
time.
that.
Well, I mean, I know you say you gotta have a certain time where you talk. You gotta be in the mood to talk. So I'm saying like after we have a conversation about something, so like okay,
what are the next steps?
Yeah, or at least goals. You can set up goals, or you know what somebody got away. You know what do we get from this conversation?
Exactly, because we be talking to talk. Ooh, you know what? We can't even embark on this conversation, but man, talking to talk, baby. Anyways.
So wonderful people. Thank y'all for tuning in with us. And check us out on the Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and the YouTube. Until next time, wonderful people. Bye.
Look at my phone.
So my coworker